Hi, my name is Bill Donaldson, known as Caveman, and we're here at my home on the banks of the Yukon River at Dawson City in the Yukon Territory, Canada. I've lived here for a little over 25 years now, and kind of came here just on a whim. A friend of mine was heading up this direction, and I was bored where I was, and so I just kind of drifted along until I came here. It's developed a bit over the years, as you probably can tell. Originally it was just a tarp structure covering the mouth of the cave. As winter hit my first year, started to get cold, I needed to close it in, and so I just tied the tarp that was over the front yard down, put a little flap door in it, and got a little wood stove. Obviously that's evolved a bit, but it does essentially the same thing and keeps my warm in the winter. It's a pretty simple layout here I have. Obviously this here is my bed I'm sitting on. I've got a bookcase, some tool chests here and here. My workbench right there in front of the wood stove. Kitchen, of course, on the other side of the wood stove. Bathroom's hanging on the wall up there. You can't see it, it's behind the door. It's a toilet seat. They use a bucket. There's the bucket right there. And then there's a hole over there. And after I get in the bucket, I dump it in the hole. I do have power here. I have solar panels with a generator because, of course, a good part of the year we don't get a hell of a lot of light. I don't have internet. I don't really want internet. I do have a computer though. I just get friends to load up hard drives with TV for me, and you can see obviously there's a wood stove, a little wee bit of smoke coming out of it. If you look around in almost every direction, the landscape is dominated by one feature, and that's trees. So, you may as well get an easily accessible fuel. Over the years, cave life has definitely had its moments. I can remember hungover mornings, waking up with it getting cooler and cooler as I lay there in bed and look out at the fading light and realize I've got to go get firewood, and now that were a little challenging. When winter comes, there's a few weeks where the river is impassable to traffic, but it freezes fairly quickly. And just a few days after it's frozen, it's thick enough where you can walk across it quite safely. And so I just walk back and forth across. In the spring, as it's melting, and I get worried about maybe finding thin holes, I'll push a canoe and in front of me, and then if I hit a hole, I just fall forward into the canoe, which of course floats. I'm right on the water, right on town, just very connected into nature. And if I don't kind of lose my connection, the river will rise up and remind me. If you see right here, there's kind of a line. I don't know if the camera picks that up right there. Now it was high water in the middle of the summer in 2013, I think. The flood of '79 would have been around here. I just actually at this point can't really conceive of another kind of life, When I moved up here, I had just built a sea canoe and wanted a place on the river so I could use said sea canoe. And once you settle into that kind of lifestyle, it grows on you. Because it's a little damp side of the river, it's kind of like fungus. It's a pretty idyllic lifestyle I have.